Joining us now is Scott Shelley, Senior Vice President with TJM Investments. Scott, thanks for joining us on this Tuesday morning.
Yeah, good morning.
Hey, we will start with the grain markets. How are they looking this early Tuesday morning?
Well, we got a mixed start today. Corn up 3-4 cents, beans down about that much, maybe even a little bit more, maybe 5, and wheat still kind of strong, up 2 to 3 cents. So I looked at the figures that we got yesterday out of those crop condition reports, and all my guys said we didn't have any surprises, but things did decline. So I took a little bit of a tour in northern Indiana yesterday. I've been through central Illinois. While things do look very good, there are definitely some wet spots. So that's probably going to take a little top off that yield of our expected yield. But I would say that if we continue this rally, you should be locked and loaded because there are some really good spots out there too.
Now, we just started the summer months. What are some key things to look for in terms of crops as we head through the next few weeks, the next couple of months?
Well, this traditionally, for the 28 years I've been doing it, the July 4th weekend's been a big hurdle to get over heat-wise. But this time around, if we throw a little heat at this crop, it's going to really, really help. So keep an eye on that. I think heat now is kind of bearish, number one. And if you stand on that trading floor, we still trade all those options open outcry. And I see a ton of interest still buying puts and put spreads. So a lot of institutional investors and commercials are still taking this opportunity to be able to get short the market on these rallies. So those two things, heat could be a little bit of a bearish thing, and the bigger investors and the bigger commercial houses are still coming in and looking to see if they can get some cheap plays to the downside on right now.
You've got a huge financial crisis out in Greece, which is causing sort of a domino effect. What kind of effect have you seen on the grain market or livestock markets for that matter?
Well, we can't. 28 years ago, we could ignore it, but now we can't. The money flows are so big that we got to watch the dollar. The dollar's stronger again today. That could be a little bit of a negative for us here too. That's been playing a big part of our story all year long. And then whatever happens with the euro and euro currency, if Greece does finally fall out. Now we've heard a little bit of good news already this morning. Our stock market's taken back about a third of what it lost yesterday. So it looks as though today is going to be a little bit of a turnaround Tuesday, but still the situation is pretty tenuous. And if we do see something really bad happen out of Greece out there, that would make that dollar even more stronger, and then that would have an adverse effect on our products that we're trying to sell.
Now, we're coming up on the 4th of July weekend, a big holiday weekend in terms of barbecuing. How have the livestock markets been looking?
Well, it's a tale of two cities. The feeder cattle and live cattle, technically, we had a bounce yesterday after being lower 2 or 3 days in a row, and that was a good, healthy bounce, and I would say they both look okay to me. But we were off about 1.5% in the hog market yesterday, and if you take a look at that chart, it looks sick. So if we're going to need to find some sort of demand or story out there to kind of stem the tide in the hog market. So your bacon will be getting cheaper, and your beef's going to get a little bit more expensive.
All right, sounds good. Thanks for joining us this morning, Scott.
All right, have a good day.
All right, you too. Take care. All right, once again, that was Scott Shelley, Senior Vice President with TJM Investments. Coming up right after the break, one last look at your weather forecast and a sneak peek at what's coming up on the Valley today.